Welcome to the Force of Freedom. I'm your host, NateDog033. The reason why I haven't uploaded any cartoons lately is because, well, to be honest, I uploaded these cartoons as a joke. And since I wasn't getting the reaction or the comments I was fishing for, I took a break. The other reason why is because I pretty much wanted to do what I'm doing right now. I wanted to do a little toy review of my Rambo action figure set to show just how pathetic I am. I'm a grown man with toys. No, just kidding. I just wanted to make one of these toy reviews before the cartoon changed, when they got new characters and new weapons. Each time before, a new set of Rambo cartoons, you would see one of these. So without further ado, let's go to the star of the show, Rambo. There he is. I've looked and looked, and there's a lot of toy reviews for Transformers and stuff, and a lot of other toy reviews, like failed toys and such. But there doesn't seem to be any toy reviews for the Rambo action figures. So, here goes one of them. Rambo. Yep, yeah, as you can see, he looks a lot like Sylvester Stallone. A lot like him. Muscles, weapons, and everything. There's his knife. Now, let's take a look. He comes with this little thing. A dog tag of such. Let's give a read here and see exactly what this guy's made out of. John J. Rambo, codename Lone Wolf. Distinguishing physical characteristics. Born Bowie, Arizona, Indian, Italian, German descent. That's a hell of a combination. Brown eyes, 20/10 vision. Okay. Scars on his upper arms, face, chest, and back. Honorable discharge. U.S. Army Special Forces Rank Master. Sergeant, Congressional Medal of Honor, 2 Silver Stars, 4 Bronze Stars, Distinguished Service Cross, 4 Purple Hearts, Military Qualified, Paratrooper. It worked for King Koopa? I didn't know that. Air Assault, Ranger, Special Forces, Scuba, Pathfinder, Helicopter Pilot, Expert, Ninjutsu, Karate, Bando, Black Belts. Hey! Excuse me. Demolitions, Mines, Plastique, Dynamite, Booby Traps. Booby traps? It says booby on a toy accessory. Languages, Southern Asian, European, Slavic, and I guess he's good in the field with medicine. And on the back, what's it say? It has his weapons that he comes with. Expert in use of most American, foreign, conventional, and unconventional weapons. RPG rocket launcher. USSR caliber. 40mm effective range, 500 meters, penetrates 320 millimeters of armor plate. Muzzle velocity, 900 meters per second. The M60 machine gun, USA caliber, 7.62 millimeter rate of fire, 550 rounds per minute. Woo! Effective range, 1,000 meters, gas operated, air cooled. Survival knife, there it is. The famous Rambo knife. He comes with it. Survival knife USA, 10-inch hand forged stainless steel. Blade, 15-inch overall length. Compass, saw, teeth. Special scabbard. Scabbard? Scabbard? Bard. T-knives. Yes, these show up in the cartoons too, if you've noticed. China, 2.5 inches. Stainless steel blade. Protective pocket in belt. Yeah. So, Rambo and all the other action figures come with one of these. So, this is the first version of Rambo that they made for the toy line for the wonderful 80s cartoon that everybody loves. And that noise that you hear is the second version of Rambo. The second Rambo action figure that was made to look more, well, like the other version, where you see him in different clothes. He's got the blue jeans and the black boots. Let's take a look here. So Yeah, unfortunately, I don't have the dog tag that he gets. I probably threw that away like an idiot, along with other toys that I've thrown away, because I wasn't smart about keeping action figure stuff or whatever. But anyway, he's got grenades and grenade missiles or whatever these things are that shoot out of his grenade launcher, which is what this thing is. If you watch the cartoons, there are several episodes where this was drawn incorrectly. Well, it was drawn correctly, but the animators obviously didn't know what this was, and they had it shooting bullets out of this end right here, thinking it was some sort of machine gun. Later on they correct it, and you see this missile actually get launched. As you can see, this toy doesn't actually launch the missiles out at all. It just goes in there, and then a child would have to use his own hands and imagination and pretend that Rambo can shoot these things. And a lot of these toys come with, well, what I affectionately refer to as low-tech approaches to making workable mechanical features on these things. This one, Rambo's rocket launcher, is actually spring-loaded, that you just pull at the end here, and you give that a little tug and a pull, and out goes the missile. And it never gets lost. You just reel it back in like a fishing line. You might think that's silly. I do too. But it's a clever way to keep the kids from losing these things, and it, you know, makes for a toy that is actually workable in some ways. I'd always wanted to see if the animators would ever screw that up in the cartoon and make Rambo actually shoot out this missile and have a string attached to it and Rambo reeling it back in like a fishing line. Why not? They messed up so many of the other weapons. Anyway, same thing goes with the second Rambo. He has a flamethrower in his back, and what's supposed to happen is that when you push this button here, oh my god, it actually almost worked. And what's supposed to happen is that it slowly moves to the front and eventually wind up in Rambo's hands, so he can go around and set fire to bad guys' vehicles and stuff. I'm sure you've seen the commercials on YouTube for the Rambo action figures. The one thing, negative thing I have to say about these toys is that it's very, very difficult to get their weapons into their arms. You really have to force them into their hands so that they don't fall out, and if they have a function like Rambo's missile, there's only one way you can put it in his arm, so you could actually shoot the missile and it doesn't get pulled out of his hands. I mean, well, it's not difficult for me as an adult, but I can't imagine a child having fun with these toys, constantly trying to put these things in their arms when you want to have make-believe battles. The other thing I want to point out is that if you notice, their heads are exactly the same size. Now, the original Rambo was released with a much larger head. I don't have that action figure anymore. I used to, but silly me, I decided when I saw in the toy stores that they re-released this action figure with the same size head as the new action figure, so I bought that so they matched, and like a moron, I went and threw the other one away. Kind of reminds me of what the Han Solo action figure went through. If you remember, he had a smaller head when they first released him, and then they decided to release him with the larger head. Why they did that, I don't know. All I can say is that the larger head action figure was more durable, and his head didn't break off quite as often. So I only have the small head version of this action figure and his counterpart with his clothes on. The blue jeans and the sleeveless shirt. So at one time I used to have two of every weapon. Right now I only have two of Rambo's jagged edge knife here. But anyway, there it is, my first toy review. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Eventually I'll get to the rest. Oh, before I finish up, there's one more character I want you to see. For some strange reason, they released this little character. I got him in the late 1990s. Rambo Champion of Liberty. Why they released this, I have no clue. But I got it. I actually bought two of them. I bought one to add to my Star Wars action figures because he's actually the same size. And I bought the other one, of course, to keep in his original packaging. Anyway, there's his bio on the back, which is great. John J. Rambo, birth date July 6, 1947. Born in Bowie, Arizona. Enlisted U.S. Army, August 6, 1964. Covert Operations, Special Forces, Light Weapons, Medic, Helicopter, and Language Qualified. Honor: 2 Silver Stars, 4 Bronze Medals, 4 Purple Hearts. Distinguished Service Cross and Medal of Honor. From canyons of skyscrapers to remote mountain peaks, Liberty's champion is unstoppable. Your Rambo action figure includes his crossbow. So there you have it. Champion of Liberty. I mean, this is obviously based off the Force of Freedom, but they decided to go ahead and call him the Champion of Liberty. But anyway, here's the other Rambo. There's all 3 right there, and you can see there's a size difference. Quite a considerable size difference there. As far as I know, they never released any of the other cartoon characters in this size or whatever. They did, however, before this one was released, there was another action figure, which I do have somewhere, but I haven't been able to find it. If I find it, I will present it. It was a knockoff version of Rambo. Some sort of soldier action figure. It looked exactly like the Rambo cartoon. And I was smart enough to keep him in his package. Where that package is, I don't know. Once I start reviewing these other toys, hopefully I'll find them. I'll explain everything about, and you'll all get to know about their weapons and what they do and this and that. Cat, why are you so far away from everybody? Get a little closer, eh? Alright, there they all are in their glory. And now that I've completed this video, you'll be able to see some more Rambo cartoons. Hope you guys enjoy.